The Hebrew letter Shin. Let's find out its meaning of the eternal flame and why the Jews use this in their tefillin.
Hi, I'm Kim Gottlieb. I'm Jewish and I'm gay. And my life changed when my rabbi came over to me one day and said, "Are you into leather?" Now I enjoyed the double entendre, but what he was actually referring to was I interested in starting to put on tefillin, which are these two boxes which have little prayers in them. One goes on the hand and the other on the head. The one that goes on the hand goes on the non-dominant hand, because we believe that the dominant hand is the hand that you use being in the world, but the non-dominant hand is the one that relies on unseen forces. So it goes on the muscle and it's wound around 7 times. And in some ways this is an act of submission, of appreciating that there's a power greater than ourselves. We stop at this point, then put on the one for the head. Our head is so full of thoughts that sometimes we stray away from what is good and best for the world. But it's interesting that it's placed on the point that the Ayurvedics refer to as the third eye, which relates to intuition. So I wonder whether our rabbis thought of that when they came up with the design. Next we do a prayer that is about betrothal, and it's actually the prayer that's said in the wedding ceremony, and it's almost as if we have moved into a dance of divinity with the divine. But most importantly, we're creating a Shin, the first letter of Shema, the Jewish prayer, which tells us that you should bind it for a sign upon your heart and upon your head. And even though life changes from moment to moment, putting on tefillin remains a consistent aspect of my ritual life.
The Hebrew letter, Shin. The eternal flame. The letter Shin appears engraved on both sides of the head tefillin. On the right side, the Shin possesses 3 heads, while on the left side it possesses 4 heads. In Kabbalah, we are taught that the 3-headed Shin is the Shin of this world, while the 4-headed Shin is the Shin of the world to come. The secret of the Shin is the flame, divine revelation, bound to the coal, divine essence. A simmering coal actually possesses an invisible flame within it, which emerges and ascends from the surface of the coal when the coal is blown upon. The 3 levels, coal, inner flame, and outer flame, correspond to the secret of Chashmal, as will be explained in the next letter, the Tav. One of the meanings of the word Shin in Hebrew is Shinui, change. The coal symbolizes changeless essence, the secret of the verse, I am God, I have not changed, meaning that relative to God's essence absolutely no change has occurred from before creation to after creation. The inner flame is the paradoxical latent presence of the power of change within the changeless. The outer flame of the Shin is continuously in a state of motion and change. As in the above quoted verse, the changeless essence is the secret of the name Havya. The power of change, as latently present within God's essence before creation and thereafter revealed in the infinite intricacy and beauty of an ever-dancing flame, is the secret of the explicit name of creation, Elohim, the only name of God which appears in the plural. The number of the letter Shin, 300, unites these 2 divine names as the flame bound to the coal. In Abash, the name Havya transforms to the letters Mem Tzadik Pei Tzadik, which total 300. The 5 letters of Elohim, Aleph Lamed Hayud Mem, when written in full, also equal 300. The 3 heads of the Shin of this world correspond to the 3 levels of the changeless, potential, and actual change as discussed above. In this world, the changeless is symbolized only by a black, dark coal, not as the revealed light of the flame. Nonetheless, the endurance of the flame depends upon the changeless essence of the coal. In the world to come, the changeless essence will reveal itself within the flame. This revelation of the future is the secret of the 4th head of the Shin. In the flame of a candle one sees 3 levels of light, the dark light around the wick of the candle, the white flame encompassing it, and an amorphous aura around the white flame itself. Each of these three levels of revealed light manifests a dimension contained within the invisible flame present in the coal. In general, the flame symbolizes love, as is said, as mighty as death is love. The flame of God. The dark light corresponds to the love of Israel, souls enclosed within physical bodies. The white light corresponds to the love of Torah. The aura corresponds to the love of God. These are the three essential manifestations of love as taught by the Baal Shem Tov. The fourth head of the Shin of the future, the revelation of the essence of the Kol itself corresponds to the love of the land of Israel and, as our sages teach, the land of Israel will in the future spread to incorporate all the lands of the earth.